securing his own game from the first 7-8 minutes in the game, then you probably are going to run into some troubles, I feel. But we'll see.
Is that a potential against this matchup?
Oh, we're using Dota Labs on broadcast. Oh, I've not seen this yet. Hell yeah. That. Look at these little observers. They get one little nugget and they're like, nom, 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 nom. Thank you, Valve. Yeah. No, just whip that up mid-team fight to get T-Tours at maximum.
We're in 2025 over here already, alright? Catch up. So anyway, yeah, do you think this Bloodseeker's going to have a good lane based on the matchup he's into? What is it, Slardar and Batrider? Or Slardar and Elder Titan Bat, looks like.
It's basically... Bloodseeker's a hero that you'd pick at Slardar to survive the lane. If you have a stronger position 5, then I'd argue, yes, you could get a kill early on, but Slardar, his scaling, his attributes, he becomes so tanky so quickly. And when Bloodseeker wants to try and man fight you with the right clicks, then Slardar's always going to win, right? So I think the Bloodseeker pick was less about crushing the lane and more about, I'm a carry that can actually farm through this. We'll see how it goes, but also another way to stop that Leshrac running around the fights, right? You rupture him up, he can't make the move, and we are seeing some posturing. Slardar doesn't go for it.
It's gonna be all right. We didn't do predictions or anything, and I kind of glad because I feel like I would have gone for Execration. I actually I feel like if I didn't see the teams and I just saw these drafts, then I would be saying this Radiant draft. I just
you'd go Execration. Oh
yeah.
Okay, I'd go Dire.
Okay.
I'd go Talon's draft. Yeah.
Well, I'll say my thing, and you can tell me why I won't. God, guys, we get it.
Sure,
Good luck.
you go first.
Okay, Jesus, 30 seconons.
Very delayed.
Horn. My God. So I think
he wants to make sure we got the range creep first.
Yeah, yeah. If you didn't get the range creep, there was no good luck coming there. Real business. So I feel like this Leshrac hasn't been given like the easiest game. I think you always want to be playing with those kind of go-in heroes, and sure, you've got two very go-in supports, but Vladar's a little bit different in that way, where Slithering Crush isn't really that kind of initiation ability you're looking for as a Leshrac, and neither really is his build. He's not going to be going for that early blink. You already see it. He's going for an Orchid, so we're not seeing that hard initiation. I think that kind of leaves Chuan kind of out in the sticks a little bit, so I feel like that could come to hurt them. I think their mid game is just very underwhelming. Meanwhile, the Execration middle game is like big. Very, very big.
All right, well, we'll see if that comes to play. We'll see if it's Nomad versus T-Governor as well in this game. Of course, Execration versus Talon. Two little fights going on at the same time.
Yeah, I guess people can't accuse us of being biased if we're both biased in opposite directions. Then
there we go.
Technically, yes, but
so far, CS-wise, everyone relatively even. I think Morphling is the one that's suffering. It's a bit more here. Only 3 CS to his name. Done a pretty good job here.
Ponyo's taken 3 himself. What the hell?
Yeah, the thing with Ponyo is, or at least not Ponyo, but Elder Titan, you want to kind of throw that spirit out, get those, the damage buffs up, get yourself into the middle of the fight. But when Techies and Centaur is there, you're not really going to want to walk into a hoof stomp and a sticky bomb. So this ET, most of his capabilities in lane is by punching the opponent. If he can't punch the opponent, he doesn't really have defensive capabilities early on. Like, he's not really playing on Echo Stomp in the first 2 minutes of the game. So this will be a slightly difficult lane for Morphling to at least think about for the first 3-4 minutes. But once those levels kick in, like I said, once you have that strength shifting, you should be perfectly fine to kind of recover your game.
Might be caught out here. Blast off comes through. They are out of damage though. Another double edge won't be connecting, so the old Titan will be okay for the time being. No first blood as of yet, but you got to be careful, man. If you get in range of that stomp, then Shanks is going to be there to follow up as well. Like, Techie's initiation range is huge, so Ponyo learning his lesson.
Yep, he already has Tango's coming back out on the courier as well, sentries as well, so he's really just focused on have the region available, keep those camps blocked, don't allow the Centaur Techies to threaten the Morph CS and also bring the wave back. And bot lane as well, we're seeing Batrider farming up the small camp, preventing the Bane pull. So we're kind of seeing 2 different scenarios occurring here. In the top lane, we have all pool camps prevented from spawning and being blocked up from Talon, and in the bot lane, Talon killing off all of the camps so that Execration can't pull. So at least in the supporting game right now, Talon are leading in both lanes and kind of doing what they want from that aspect.
Yeah, it's a cool thing, being able to just run in and kill the camps. You know, there's not many support heroes which can actually do that. I think Batrider and probably, I think Clockwork can now that Battery Assault does a bit of extra damage, but CML coming in to block the stack here. Dokam not allowed to play his creep game super freely, at least.
And he didn't place his ward in CML, so... And a lot of small moves being made here. Like I like the fact that CML was blocking the camp. Like he needs to stop Batrider from just free farming up, especially because he'll probably want to farm it himself on the Batrider. There's not a hero for Talon that's going to take it. And Morphling, okay, I was just getting baited. Sorry, I was just testing Scriff.
Scriff's too seasoned. He's seasoned Morphling going low health. He's like, no, seen it all before.
No, I'm done. Yeah.
Last call for that in 2015. Yeah, the mid lane's been very brawly though, which is expected. You know, Storm Spirit and Leshrac, these guys are just going to be dumping their mana into each other. And so far, it has turned out a little bit better for the Storm, but of course now he's going to make some stacks, which is going to leave the Leshrac to get a bit of CS, couple
CML,
of in as well.
You cheeky fella. I kind of wish he brings out sentries. Okay, there, he's got one. Like, we don't really see sentries being utilized to block camps as much. Like, you know, with the addition of like the camp boxes, with camp boxes getting smaller, so one sentry deal with every single camp. Like, if it like back in the day, it was like you block a camp, it's like a 50-50 if you're gonna unblock it. And Leshrac is doing a little bit of a dive on the Bob.
He's getting low. The split up comes through, but Bob turns around with Shanks rotating in, and that'll be enough to bring down the Leshrac, and that'll be the first blood going to the Techies.
All right. Nice TP there from Techies. Of course, Leshrac, you know, stepping up, trying to get that little bit of a pre-6 kill, but kind of wishes he was 6 now. It was only what, 100 XP away on that Leshrac. That would completely change if he had the Pulse Nova in play, but yeah. Took 6 minutes to get a kill, but we got there in the end, boys.
We did it. And Bob's going to get lucky with the Bottle Illusion Rune as well. And I might even lead him into a counter Yokam here. There's damage coming through. CML in the neighborhood as well. Chuan has to help out here, but now Bobby's just going to jump forwards. Got to be a little bit careful, though. He's in the fire. He's in the flames, and he's going to go down. Lightning Storm takes him out. Bob with the overextension there. No excuses for that one. A bit of a fumble.
Okay, all right. Giving it back to Chuan. Giving him just a little bit of a respite. Will Batrider now refill the mid bottle? Ah, of course. What am I saying? Sorry. You'd be silly not to.
You would be very silly not to, indeed.
I feel like watching games nowadays, I'm just thinking about like what to expect when a patch comes, you know? Like bottle refills on mid, supports able to take stacks, Bob killing off laners.
Yep, Wes in some trouble here. The right clicks come through. CML grabs that. And yeah, it's a really successful lane for the Bloodseeker. Gonna be even made more successful by the Storm Spirit rotation. So Storm, you know, he hits that 6 and he's just moving. You know, for better or for worse, he's making moves on this map.
Nice thing as well with that move, he does it from a TP from base. Doesn't really lose any mana, so it's a kill where he's lost what, 20% of his mana maximum.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm done.
I think they're going for the stacks, but actually Caesar, tastier option instead, and yeah, just gonna be able to break down CML.
Yo, by the way, I apologize now, man. I gotta jump in real quick. I apologize. I said that no one's taking stacks for Talon. My brain lagged. There's a Leshrac. Of course Leshrac's gonna take the stacks. Jeez, what am I saying? Wake up. I'm gonna call myself out on that one. I'm fine. Yeah. Kind of wishing Bat took it. That'd been hype. Support Bats, makes his own stacks, farms up his own blink. Some pretty cool Dota.
Part of me was considering that maybe they leave something for the Batrider just because, oh my god, big initiation here onto the Leshrac in the middle lane, and they'll take him down easily. 4-2-3. He gets rotated on with the Storm, and now, well, they're actually going to save that amplified damage rune for the Storm Spirit as well. That was pretty sick for Execration, and now they're going to be able to follow up with the kill onto Ponyo most likely. Bob bottling him up, needs the bull lightning. Huh! Oh, not in range with the right click. Ponyo's got to get away. Although,
Batright is now here.
what the hell is this rotation?
Oh no. No, I love the way Execration is playing right now. They're not trying to punish a Morphling in lane where they don't really have that early damage. They are just grouping up together, trying to take that fight towards the stacks, towards the mid lane, the heroes that they could potentially kill. You know, Leshrac before items, punishable. A Slardar in the bot lane, probably not the best to bring all your heroes to. So I like the fact that they are poking around the map, bringing the numbers, and not just forcing themselves to lock themselves into lane and equally farm, because that's where I think Talon would be just a little bit happier. Talon want a slightly slower start to this game, get through the lanes, and then once they get an item or two on their cores, that's when they should be rolling up the pace and looking to try and threaten Execration. So like I said, I just like the fact that Execration are just dictating the game a lot so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's what we wanted to see from this draft. When we talked about their draft being difficult to execute, you know, it's these kind of rotations which we weren't sure if they were going to be able to pull off. But so far, so good. Game is all right. I will say, you know, we have a Stampede coming for the middle lane here as once again Leshrac in trouble, gets blown up by Tino with Shanks, but Akashi coming in looking for a bit of revenge here. Tino going to jump in, finish off the kill into Ponyo, but will go down himself, giving that Morphling a double kill, and Bob's in trouble as well. But CML's ready to help him out. But Jokam, he's distracted. He sees some nice big stacks here, but he'll get nightmared up by CML. Now Rupture comes through as well. Bob still trying to mess with him. He's actually in a really awkward location here. 4-2-3, can't quite finish off the kill. Now Akashi, he's just running her down, doing whatever he wants, trying to save Jokam. Jokam will die to the mob of creeps. But still, I mean, this is not what you want to be seeing. Just as we're praising Execration for their execution, Akashi comes in and executes them.
Yeah, fully offsets everything, right? Especially because Slardar joins as well. Like, everything we've been hyping up Execration for was because they kind of created this like 4 or 5 versus 3 scenario. So it's like, of course, you'd expect them to do well. But then Talon's like, nah, okay, we're bringing in the boys. You got the Morph joining. Slardar joins at the very end to kill off the Storm Spirit, who had no mana. And fair play to Akashi. He saw his Batrider ruptured up, and he could either just ignore him and accept his death, or try and wait for a minute. Now, Batrider's stealing off the stacks with the Leshrac. This is just such a pain. Execration, they focused on the fight, not the farm, and because of that, they haven't looked towards their jungle. And Talon, 2,000 gold lead, just a little bit more efficient on the map now. Mid tower falls. You
really want to see a Storm take off those big stacks before the Leshrac can make the rotation over, but obviously that doesn't happen. And now the stacks, the towers, all of a sudden, I mean, this game is just turned around in the last few minutes violently. I've got whiplash, Teacup, and I'm gonna sue Talon.
Yeah, and Slardar's about to break Storm Spirit's neck in a minute because he's going for the Orchid. And no Storm Spirit in the early game can really itemize perfectly to be defensive. Gone were the days of rushing a Yules. It's like, what, nowadays it's what, Witchblades, it's Kayas, or it's Sanjin Kayas. It's everything but defense. So yeah, this Slardar, if he gets it in a timely fashion, Bob's gonna have to be very careful.
That's it's the greedy items, you know, not quite. Oh, going once again into Chun here. Bob trying to bring him down, but gotta be a little bit careful. Rupture out onto him. Everything thrown onto the Lesh, but it doesn't matter. They're dragging Bob back into the danger here. Bob out of mana, and they know it. Talon looking to finish the job here, and once again, the Storm Spirit goes down, and a couple of tips coming through as well to add insult to injury.
Yeah, this is the damage issue that I was kind of seeing out in the draft. It's their laning prowess is going to be pretty good for Execration, but once you start seeing Talon sync up together, helping each other out, it is going to get just even more difficult. And Chuan did go for the Yule Scepter, so providing himself just defensive capabilities. He's going to be able to dodge out the Blood Rite, or he's going to be able to just prolong that kind of the time that he's in Rupture, so he's not taking damage, or dodging a blast off. Any of these spells that he dodged, we really will help him out. He is kind of dicing with death for a little bit. And he's showing Bloodseeker this as well. He's announcing to Execration that I'm struggling to take stacks. And Ponyo, okay, everyone's got to chill, man.
Look, Ancient's got hands, all right? They came to fight.
So Execration can't kill Talon. But a triple stacked Ancient camp can, okay.
Yeah, nearly. I mean, that's the thing with the Thirst, though, is that normally you wouldn't know this is going on, so you just assume they might be doing something on the map. But now you know, but is this information which Execration can really make anything happen with? I mean, Seemingly not.
No, you take the breather. It's like, okay, guys, they messed up at entrance. It's fine.
Oh, they are looking.
They already TP back to lane.
Oh, waveform out from Akashi. He didn't have the vision down. He's just a god gamer apparently.
Yeah, fair play.
Very nice reactions. Might have caught a glimpse of someone else through the trees rather than the techies, which then scared them away. But Talon looking to respond to this one and immediately, quickly get through the gate. Get through the gate. Looks like they're going to make it out okay. Roaming back across the map. Maybe looking for WS. Slaughter.
Run! He has the Orchid, so there's no way Bob goes on him.
Yeah, for the Storm, it's you got to be absolutely guaranteed that you're getting that kill. No one else is going to be there anytime soon, which of course is pretty unlikely, considering the way Talon's been playing.
Yeah, Morphling's 1,000 gold away from his Manta. And as we click across the Execration heroes, there's no real items coming out in play, right? Like, Storm wasn't close to much. Centaur, sure, he has his Blink Dagger, but who's he really going to be blinking on feeling confident right now? We're yet to see a Bane grip and that, wow, we got the pick off, and it does feel like Execration are going to have to sit back, hit some creeps, and just respect that Talon are in full force right now.
Yeah, and that's really not what you wanted to do with this draft. You know, it's absolutely not the vibe that they were going for, but it's kind of what they've been forced into just due to that one completely butchered fight, which then just leads to them losing 2 stacks, middle tower. All of a sudden, all your tempo is just out the window, and now you got to sit and wait for your timing. And what timing is that? Well, honestly, probably looking all the way into the distant future for this Storm Spirit BKB. You know, throw on maybe like a Mjolnir plus a Yasha or something on the Bloodseeker. Maybe then we've got something happening, but again, those are distant realities, unfortunately. And even then, the Bloodseeker might just be going for a BKB after this. This mouse.
They're TPing in.
Here we go. Grip comes out onto Slaughter, but immediately Yokkam is ready to respond, but it doesn't seem to matter. Slaughter's going to go down regardless, but Akashi coming in for this one. Wants to find the easy pickoffs here, looking for the support, but he's going to get disarmed by the reactive taser straight away. Bob in the tree lines has been seen, needs to get the ball lightning here, but the cast animation's too long, and Akashi and Chuan will be able to take him down. Split Earth lands, down goes the Storm. Bob just trying his luck there a little bit in the tree lines, hoping they wouldn't find it, but the moment that Astral's upon him, the Yules comes out, and then his fate is sealed.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication as well from Talon. Slaughter, he stuns up the Storm Spirit, he orchids as well, but when Akashi enters the fight, he doesn't try to go for the Storm Spirit, he just waveforms away, and Storm does die, but if the Leshrac didn't find the Storm Spirit there, then it could have been quite the perfect fight for Execration. A quick in, get a kill, and get out. And yeah, for Talon, they don't want to give away these cheap kills, especially when they are the ones that want to be hunting, that want to be fighting. I can feel for Talon though that they are respecting Execration a lot.
This
running into the fog,
pretty much instant death at this point.
Yep. Ooh, it was so close. The Lesh and the Slaughter were on the fringe.
Rupture. They're going on him. Teemo comes in, but Yules is there, so he's not going to get stunned up for the time being. But now they can throw everything they've got onto the Leshrac, and they will be able to bring him down. CML has been blown up on the sidelines by the Morphling, though. And they'll use the Stampede to just try and back themselves away. But once again, the silence is out onto the Storm Spirit, and they're going to be able to take him down. Bobby boy, just getting absolutely murdered every single engagement. Not what you want to see from your Storm Spirit. He needs this BKB online.
Yeah, he's queued up that BKB so quickly, and it's warranted. Like, he needed so much, and I think for Talon at least, they were respecting Execration, where it's like they get some kills, they know that they can pick off and play into Execration, but at any minute if they overstep their mark, they are going to be in an aggressive position, getting ruptured up, Storm zipping over you, and I can see Talon just getting what they want, resetting, farming, scaling just a little bit more, and for Execration, even when they are backs against the wall just a little bit, the game feels like it is slipping away based on kind of the pacing. They are finding that kill bottom, resetting to mid, getting the Leshrac kill mid. So I am liking the Execration are showing us good signs of life, but we'll see if they are able to to continue this for Execration. At least it will be the chase to get towards BKBs. How quickly can they get them? Are they going to be looking to contest first Roshan? Is that something they potentially just give up depending on Talon's next 2 or 3 minutes of gameplay? I think no BKBs and fighting for a Roshan, that could be the start of a double-digit net worth lead for Talon if Execration blunder this.
Ow.
Chance. Yeah, it hurts. Anytime you look at Slada with a single hero, they are going to be going down.
Yeah, the flip side is that he doesn't have this blink dagger. He's only got Guardian Sprint as mobility, so theoretically, you know, you can kind of juke him out and keep your distance, but of course, if he finds you in the tree line there, you are just going to get socked in the face, especially if you're a POS 5. And now they're going to make full use of the Slardar, level 12, head into Roshan, inflict Roshan with that minus 15 armor, and just dig him to pound down. Punch away into the Scaly Beast, and it'll be a very quick Aegis for the side of Talon. We're going to give that over towards Leshrac, no surprises there. And Execration, you got a decision to make. Are they going to go for this regardless? Vision is down for both teams. Just slightly out of range of each other, but yeah. Execration here.
Talon, they respect it. They expect the no BKB aggro smoke, so equally defensively positioned. Lanes are in a good spot.
Thanks, Pops.
The lanes are kind of showing so much.
And here we go. Great two-man stun to start this off onto the front lines. They might just take down the Elder Titan and the Aegis straight away here. But Akashi coming in and taking out Tino regardless. CML just going to grip him up for the full duration. But once that grip ends, he probably will go down. Takes down the Aegis with him. A big jump in onto 4-2-3. WS finds his target, but then gets finished off by Bob as well. Bob, very low on mana now. No, might be hard for him to finish off this fight. And yeah, realizes that. Goes to a TP away. Jokum, of course, no lasso after the fight. Will not be able to escape, and CML does get finished off eventually by the Morphling. I mean, how are you feeling about this engagement, T? Because I don't know.
Take away the Aegis to prevent Talon from having that extra little bit of confidence. You're going to have to say it's a win, right? Storm Spirit's now one item away from a BKB. Sure, the Bloodseeker goes down. Sure, the Center goes down. But when you're able to find moments like that, when you're finding these big two-man stomps to open up the fight, you wish there was a little bit more follow-up to kill off that Leshrac, but it wasn't to be the case. And Talon, though, as much as this is annoying for them, it will give hope to Execration. I don't think they mind too much in the big plan that they have. They move together towards Tormentor. They've got they're one or two tanky items away from being able to brush off this type of initiation.
Yeah,
we got like the Bloodstone or something for the Leshrac or the BKB for the Slardar. They are moments away, and Execration, they've got to focus more on their farm, I think, just a little bit now. Like, they've done a very good job at stopping their Aegis from really being impactful. Now make sure that you don't go for another smoke play, don't go for another pickoff. Ensure that you get yourself towards the items that you need, as they nearly all died to a Tormentor as of saying that they need to farm.
Yeah, and they get the shard on the Bane, so I mean, to be quite frank, pretty bad shards for both teams. I would say. I mean,
yeah,
terrible
compared
shard for
to
the
attacking
and bad shard for the Radiant. So I love it when a support bat rider gets this shard. It's like, oh, great, literally useless.
Well, he's got the Philly Stone right click. He could do some big damage.
Yeah, just cue up the Mask of Madness. Go.
Radiant are scanning.
Being taken down. But yeah, we've been talking a lot about the Storm BKB and how it's going to be this big game changer. And of course, it will let Bob take fights, but
yeah,
it solves their draft. It doesn't solve the issues which Talon are bringing up, which is the fact that Morphling is just completely balling out of control. He's got so much money. We got a Leshrac who's pretty much having a great game as well. Like this Slardar, he doesn't give a damn about BKBs. He's going to clock you regardless. Sure, his Orchid doesn't feel so great anymore, but it's done what it needed to do in the early game. So
it's often pretty doom and gloom that your carry is looking to go for third item blade mail, right? Like to go back for the blade mail after Miona, after a BKB, to then hope to turn the damage of your opponent against them. Shanks will die.
He's deep in the bolognese right now. This little catch there from Jokum, just starting out a bit with a flame break. Why not?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Play pigeon shooting in the top lane. Shanks goes down.
Okay,
Not the biggest
obviously Mill, they're smoked up. They're looking for something. They know that action was occurring top lane.
May just be awarding.
When I was referencing this Bloodseeker, though, I think when you look at Bloodseeker against like Morphlings and stuff, you kind of want to have that shard with the pure damage. You want to throw in the like a Skadi down the line. You want to have like everything to make yourself as tanky as possible, and just to batter onto your opponent. And even against a Slardar, you might even opt for like an AC or something, but that isn't really in question right now. And of course, Blade Mail, due to the pacing of the game, is very respectable. It gives you some very cheap armor. It is going to give you that one fight to hopefully turn the game back around. All the items I'm mentioning are nearly double the price. So again, I can see why 43 is going for it. He isn't enjoying the state of the game, and he does need to buy something.
Without, I don't know if you checked recently, but do you know what Akashi's KDA is this game?
I'm like 003.
8-0.
Oh, 800. Sorry. All right. I thought I was kind of like, did he just give
It's
away
the
his
dream
assists or
carry
something?
game.
All right.
I'm not helping anybody else get kills. I'm doing it all myself. Now the jump in comes in. They've only found the ultimate in the backlines though. Meanwhile, Lasso's come down to Bloodseeker. What happened to him? He's just gone. And only Morphling does get caught out as well. Both carries just die immediately to start off this fight. But Execration is getting wiped off the face of the earth by the remainder of Talon. They don't care.
Bob, no,
the Leshrac
Bob.
is doing the work. Storm! He does get himself away. Bob playing on the precipice here, but does escape. But holy moly, that fight was over before it started. That was so damn quick, but yeah, it's Leshrac.
Yeah, Techie did 3,000 damage, half of the entire damage of his team in that fight, but that was about it. Talon so explosive with their damage. You throw ET plus anything, the Morphling pickoff. I absolutely adore when I get to see ET Morphling, Batrider Morphling, especially because of this kind of build. You just want to really bring that into the forefront of every fight. If you miss position, you're going to just lose so much of your HP from that natural or the +1 or the containment of the Batrider with the Morphling getting the right clicks off. So yeah, Talon 12,000 gold lead, 26 minutes. Roshan, of course, he's not available as they took it 6 or 7 minutes ago, losing it pretty much instantly. Execration, they 12 seconds on their BKBs. They have vision here, but Talon once again leaving the area.
Running down the lane there. They want to do the same thing to 4-2-3 that they just did. I mean, this Morphling is absolutely turned him inside out. Sure, he died for it, but the absolutely instant elimination onto that Bloodseeker just completely diffused Execration's fight. Actually did get caught out. He's actually got the shard now. I don't know when he bought that, but it's unusual to buy the shard, but of course can be worthwhile in kind of more chaotic games with some snap initiations.
And taking over the bottom side of the map just for now. Batrider kind of controlling both of the twin gates. Roshan might respawn in 20 seconds if you're very lucky, but we'll see if they are.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
So Execration at any minute. So scary to go for a pickoff. Like, they might find the Batrider top, which is probably the best kill that they have on the map right now.
I don't hate it. Rupture comes through just to make sure. Jurkan will run himself out.
I'm just looking at like mid or bot. It's like if Execration try and like go to Lesh mid, it's too close to everyone else. But Batrider was left on an island all by himself in top lane.
Yeah.
Talon though, they still, of course, the outpost in top to TP2. They're smoked up. Bat has buyback if they want to use it.
Yeah,
they're looking to sweep through.
Points for them right now. Could be awkward as they jump forward onto the Centaur. Centaur's not going to be able to get out of this one. CML going for the invis TP. 4-2-3 also trying to get himself out with the BKB TP. So they'll leave their Centaur and just get themselves out. Successful, I guess, but it kind of hurts to use that 8-second BKB charge to get yourself away. But that's the kind of state of the game for Execration at the moment. Also, Interesting to point out that 423 is going for the Sanjin Kaya after the last fight. So not for the Blade Mail. Sanjin Kaya is going to be the call, which suggests that he is going to be looking for the Aghanims afterwards. I believe that's the only reason you would get a Kaya on Bloodseeker. Keep an eye out for that one.
It's the little bit of status resistance to provide him some anti-Slaughter, anti-Batrider item. Of course, it does give him regen lifesteal amp, so Bloodseeker will thrive on that. I think for Execration to feel comfortable, though, this game, it's about stalling as long as possible. And, of course, disconnects and pausing won't help you because it's the wrong type of stalling. You need the game to be progressing for the passive gold. But, again, at least they're moving in the right direction for Execration. Time is going to be their friend. But, oh, my God, I just realized how good Dota Labs is for casting now. Like, I never clocked it because I was thinking, like, in-game,
I thought you'd love it.
Kind of okay.
Didn't I literally make you like a OBS thing to be able to look at the mini map bigger?
Yeah.
Existed?
Exactly. But now we're already going. But that map's me so good.
Look at the vision quickly, T. Give us a quick breakdown on the vision. What does this tell you?
So Talon have quite extreme vision on the side of the map. On the far left-hand side, they got the 2 dire wards. On the far bottom side, so they don't really have any mid-base sweeping vision. They are looking towards more Roshan control because both of these wards that we see are looking at kind of the long sides of the lanes where they be running towards the Roche pit. Talon's main objective right now from their vision is Roshan. There you go.
That's enough. Thank you very much. Yep.
No worries. Back to you.
Players who care are very happy right now. Everybody else waiting for it to be over as they jump on the storm again. They need to get him out. Stampede's going to come through along with the Nightmares. Have given him the space to get himself away. Sada gripped up for the time being, but CML is going to have his life ended pretty quickly here. Tino trying to hold up for the time being as Bob bouncing around, but he's running out of mana, running out of health as Akashi just tries to take him out here. Will be able to do so. Adaptive Strike finds him. Shanks needs to get himself away as well. Lightning comes down upon him. 4 dead for Execration. If you do not find that opening kill, these fights are never going to look any good for you. Execration taken down once again, and now the red carpet has been laid out to get up to the high ground.
It's such a difficult game for Execration to execute on. When you think about the way that they need to take a fight, you always want to go, okay, let's remove a key piece of the puzzle, right? But for Talon, there's so many layers. Like, if you fully try and kill a Morphling, there's not enough lockdown or control to really 100-0 him and then kill off anyone else, right? Like, we've seen Morphling die before in a previous fight, but it was at the expense of all heroes bar Bob dying. And then if, like, you go on a Slaughter, he's pretty tanky himself, so we just see then they use grip, but Bane pretty out of position because he's gripping towards his enemy team rather than gripping behind his own teammates as like a wall to prevent that stun. And yeah, Talon 18,000 gold lead. Every fight just feels so easy for them as they're able to throw bodies in, tank up the limited control Execration have. And Talon, they make another read. They know about the smoke coming in. Teemo, he's leading the charge. He doesn't have a BKB, but he has the blink. Stampede available. He needs to find something. Double blink.
Yeah, they blink past each other, and this just gives the Morphling a free entry to the fight onto the backlands, trying to bring down those supports. 423 is upon him, but it doesn't really matter. Akashi just takes him out from the backlands, and once again, Execration melting like butter. Sure, they do lose their Slaughter. Bob gets off the BKB. Ball Lightning's coming on through. Tino jumping in, trying to get this quick pick off on the side. Not going to happen, though. It is once again another disaster. Tito with the buyback. Going to be a dieback. CML also going to follow him to the grave in just a second. And GG is called. That will be that for game number 1. Talon, they leave very little to doubt here. They smash game number 1. Execration, despite a good kind of 7 minutes, 2 minutes following that, the game just turns on its head. And once Talon had the bit in their teeth, they just did not let go.
No, I really